Let's see. Well, I got to get through all the things I put in the title, right? I got to do that. But first, before I do that, I have to watch this stuff about the Dubai influencers. I've heard about this. I've heard that they're insane. I already knew that, all the British citizens and like the people who like with their TikTok, Instagram girlfriends and shit, like who live in Dubai. I already knew that they were pretty unhinged, but I really have to see like what's going on during the Iran attack. Oh, this is the Cavernical, by the way. I don't know how you're supposed to say that really, but I think he's a British guy as well. I sometimes watch his stuff. It's pretty good. Ooh, that's fact. The Squirtle. I hope that Squirtle makes it out. I hope that baby makes it out too. It's like for real. The amount of white people there.
Oh my god, oh my god, so excited.
So as part of its response to the...
But I think this is going to be a whole lot of like, like we thought we could escape like political consequences type shit. Like I'm going to give my like prediction here because it's, Dubai is where all of the rich people, like they all love to go to Dubai. And I was listening to Chapa say this, like, and that's because basically like Dubai is a place where there's like a huge, like essentially like there's basically legalized slavery there, indentured servitude, all that sort of stuff. It's a very hierarchical class system. And so you have the very heavy extremes between all of the people who emigrate there, all the white people who emigrate there, and then the working class who is just all incredibly impoverished. And so, like, it's kind of the epitome of, like, almost like capitalism in some sense because, like, in an ideal world, like, the richest of rich capitalists, like, they don't have to interact with anybody, right? Like, they don't have to interact with a single person, but they still get to live this life of luxury that requires a lot of actual productive capabilities from the workers, right? And so it's kind of this like, yeah, it's almost like an apartheid system or whatever, but it's just where, or even like slavery, honestly, but the people are just like, they're always like, you never see them or whatever, like the workers. And it's like a capitalist, like wet dream of like where to go. So I'm curious to see how they're dealing with the political consequences of, war with Iran, which is also a capitalist or at the capitalists' interest.
And Israeli attacks on the whole of Iran. Iran has been targeting US bases throughout the region and US proxies throughout the region, including Qatar, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and part of that has saw Dubai being targeted by Iran. Now, a lot of people online have been celebrating this, saying Dubai absolutely deserves it, like it's pretty much the Muslim equivalent of Israel in the Middle East, a country completely built on the backs of South Asian slave labor, no rights for most of the population, and a colony of Western crypto influencers and just the worst people ever. You even saw extreme Islamophobes like Tommy Robinson and Ant Middleton also surfaced there recently. So it's like a haven of just the worst.
You also see kick streamers love Dubai. Like kick streamers, that's their favorite place in the world. So like you should just know when you hear that, like, oh yeah, that place sucks.
Scumbags in the entire world. The worst scumbags from the Middle East and the worst scumbags from the West who seek tax havens there. So a lot of people don't have much sympathy that Dubai is under attack.
I'm going to be honest,
and what has happened is you've seen a lot of influencers also record these attacks happening.
Scared. I'm actually so scared. I'm in JDC right now and I can see...
Oh, that Botox girl.
No. Not meant to be happening.
Oh god, that Botox.
Can everyone just chill out? biggest
Not meant to
concern
be
is that
happening,
people,
though.
like, I don't want anyone to...
Even this right here, like her, like, you know, at the find out portion of fucking around, like, she still is holding a camera to her face and, like, throwing it up on Instagram Live or whatever. Like, that's still, like, like, what are you doing? Be normal. Like, run downstairs, go into the basement. Like, just be a normal person.
getting hurt, you know what I mean? Like I've been hearing loud explosions sort of like in the background all day, and it's like, like the sound, it's
so annoying.
I
It
don't know
keeps
how to
waking
explain.
me up. It keeps waking me up. I'm trying to have my margaritas, you know, my 8 p.m. margaritas, and I keep hearing these explosions, and I'm like, and then I hear like the screams of like indentured servants. And I'm like, guys, can you keep it down, please? Like, seriously, I'm trying to have martinis.
It's like the weirdest sound ever, and now I'm seeing them. This is not fun, guys. We're supposed to be in the safest place. Like, I love the UAE. I love being here. I feel so...
It's like, if you want to be in the safest place, then you shouldn't be like living in an apartheid. Like, it's the same with like Israel. You live in an apartheid system and then you expect to be completely insulated from it. At some point you have to be like, you shouldn't have made that decision. Like, you're rich, you can go anywhere. You don't have to live in the apartheid state. You can go to a non-apartheid state.
so safe all the time, and now I can see it. Like, please just stop.
No joking, guys. We have just been hit by a drone. We heard it coming. It stinks of oil in here. I didn't even finish my cup of tea. We've just been hit by a drone. We're in Water 1 on the top floor.
Terrible taste.
19th
Dude.
floor. We're off.
Oh, fuck me. Shit. That was fucking
Oh, this is another Insta dude. Yeah, go to the like, go somewhere safe,
Oh, I
man.
felt that in my heart.
These Brits, man.
Just had a friend on the phone, and apparently that was over the Dubai Marina, which, even though that is a good couple of miles away from where we are, well, you heard how loud it was. The second explosion, that was extremely loud. But that second one, that got my heart racing.
Now, I want to say like one thing from my own personal perspective. I guess what you have to remember, if you have the reactionary impulse of, oh, I am so happy that Dubai is being attacked by Iran and they should attack them more, you have to remember that, like, I'd say probably the majority of Dubai society is like an underclass who are
I'm
treated
not
absolutely
happy
terrible.
about it. I'm not happy that this is happening to Dubai, but I'm just like stating the obvious. Like, these white people just they shouldn't have chosen to live there. It was a dumb decision. They were being stupid, and I think it's fair to call them out for being stupid.
Terribly.
Especially if that stupidity plays into the apartheid system.
And when you're seeing all these influencers flee to like car parks in fancy hotels and stuff, you can pretty much
Like, it's the same reason I don't get that upset, like, learning about like a slave uprising or something. If you're choosing to live in the proximity of slaves, like, then you're building your entire life on a foundation of evil, and like, at some point there's going to be consequences to that. It's hard to feel that bad for them, you know.
be sure those Southeast Asian and South Asian migrant laborers are not getting great treatment and are probably stuck in these like really small dormitories trying not to get killed by the bombs.
That's very sad.
So I'd say you have to keep that in mind. Like, there's a lot of just really poor people, and often in like basically slave labor in Dubai itself, who will be suffering the most because these rich influencers we've seen, the UK government are trying to sort flights for them to get home. Though the people fleeing the country won't be the Filipino maids. What this has done is showed the propaganda around Dubai is pretty much farcical. I saw this quote on Al Jazeera by a Saudi official. America has abandoned us and focused its defense systems on protecting Israel, leaving the Gulf states that host its military bases at the mercy of Iranian drones.
Did you really not think that was going to happen? Like, I don't know if this is like an accurate statement of what this person said, but this is, yeah, you should have been able to predict this like decades ago. Like, I could have predicted this decades ago. I wasn't even born decades ago.
And missiles. And I guess it's just been something that crypto bros and the worst kind of influencers have never really thought about that America's priority in the Middle East is Israel. All these Gulf monarchies, they don't really give a shit about it, apart from them being either people who buy arms from them or just proxies for Western imperialism. And I've also saw someone speculate that the reason Iran is hitting these countries so hard is that they are fairly defenseless at the scale of the Iranian military and navy, that they can target these countries and basically hit whatever they want, where in places like Israel and Saudi Arabia more so, there's a way more efficient defense against things like missiles. So it's a way for them, in terms of bargaining, to be like, we're just going to keep hitting Dubai. Like, we know there's loads of Western money there, we know they're Western allies, we know they're influential in your own politics, the UK, France and America, so we're going to keep hitting Dubai. But also, a lot of people are just not feeling much sympathy because the UAE is complicit and massively responsible for so much of the brutal violence going on in Sudan right now. And like I said, already is this petro-slave state inhabited by the worst scum in the West, and now it's being attacked by a country that is being attacked by the worst countries in the world. So Iran is being attacked by Israel and the US, the two most evil countries in the world, and in response is attacking Dubai and attacking Israel. You can see why people are siding with Iran in this context, but I just want to show you some footage coming out of it. Ian Miles Chong, who is another far-right influencer who apparently is living in Dubai, he's just going about his life as normal. He's at a nightclub at 3 a.m.
All's well in downtown Dubai. Everything's fine. People are outside. No big deal. So I don't know what the fuss is all about on social media where people are saying it's a war zone. It's absolutely not. It's perfectly safe out here.
Doing this propaganda while,
I guess it's just like so
while they're still lobbing missiles is kind of insane.
Much irony
at
in
least
that,
wait till
like,
they're done,
all
dude.
the most fake people in the West who are happy to go to a petro-slave state
I must
for
protect
tax
my
benefits,
investment.
they're now expecting us to feel like super sympathetic to them because they're like scared. Because a lot of these people are not in danger. They're just scared and they're just like, oh my God, this could be me. But I'm living in a country that is built for people like me on the most brutal violence. And then you have these people like Samuel Leeds. You might have seen this guy before. I made a video on him like 5 years ago. He's like some slumlord in the UK who now lives in Dubai. So he was talking about it, but then he was also saying it's still the most safe country on earth. He's so grateful that the UAE military has been blocking these missiles, and he's still doing propaganda for Dubai, despite the fact he's trying to actually flee right now.
Right now I'm in Dubai. This is my house. There have been missiles for the last 20 hours coming after the Palm, coming after Dubai. Personally seen them. We had debris falling over our house. I've literally seen missiles coming for the Palm and then poof, being blown up in the sky by the military defense team. Thank you for the messages from everybody that's messaged me asking if I'm safe and if the family is safe. The answer is yes. Everybody's safe here in Dubai. Nobody has died, thank God. However, it's a little bit unnerving.
They all have hotel-ass rooms, like hotel-ass houses. I don't really understand people who enjoy living like this in a place that is like so pristinely decorated, and like I would just feel like I'm living in a museum. Like this is this is not my thing at all.
The most annoying thing is the airport has been closed down. So I was actually supposed to be flying out to the UK. I'm supposed to be on a plane right now, but I had to cancel my plans. So as soon as the airport reopens, I am coming to the UK.
Isn't the airport kind of? I thought it was completely taken out. Like there's no planes in or out of it right now.
Not to escape, but because I've got a massive event on the 5th of March, so on Thursday. But
he's not even going because he's trying to escape. He's going because, you know, he's got somewhere he's got to be. He's got an event.
Single missile that has come this way has been stopped in its tracks. So shout out to the military defense team of the UAE. No, not everything's on fire.
Shout out.
Look, that is the Burj Al Arab. It's not on fire. I mean, the other side is the Atlantis. I can see it all from my balconies, and
we couldn't maintain this apartheid system
I mean,
without
I used to think that Dubai was the safest city on the planet. I've changed my mind. Now I don't think it's one of the safest cities. I think it is absolutely categorically the safest city on the planet.
Oh my God! These people are just trying to protect like their home values, man. They're like, the most annoying NIMBYs. Like, it's just like, not in my backyard. There's not going to be any Iran drone strikes in my backyard. Like,
considering that there's no reason that anyone should ever want to attack Dubai. We're not at war with anybody. That we're peaceful. We're neutral. It's just because of all the complexities with Iran and US and Israel. We've been caught in the crossfire. But they came with 200 missiles and drones. Every single one was blocked. Bop, bop, bop. Absolutely fantastic. But ultimately, the safest place to be is close to Jesus. If you have put your faith in God, then you've got nothing to worry about.
Because that's the thing. So much of these guys,
Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the cockpit of this plane, please.
Social media grift is tied up in promoting Dubai as the best place ever. So many of them, I'm sure, are selling courses on how to get rich to come to Dubai. So many of them do Dubai propaganda for them.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate. That's probably why they're trying to do it.
Because they like it as part of their
I was trying to figure out why they were like trying to sell that like Dubai is still fine or whatever. And he's probably right. It's probably more related to like their like brand and stuff, and like they need Dubai as like a location to do their crypto shit, like because they need the tax cuts or like the tax like haven status or whatever to remain. And so that's probably better. I was kind of joking when I said they were NIMBYs who just didn't want drones in their backyard.
Personality.
Is that Andrew Tate? That's Tate. Look at him. I forgot about that guy.
I don't.
They're all bald.
Just walking outside for the first
This guy's not bald, but I was like, it's Jack though. Do you get like a free cycle when you go into Dubai? Like they just give you a free cycle of steroids. Like what's going on?
time today, and just feeling blessed to be here. What can I say? It's a beautiful, warm night. Kind of nice and quiet.
Very, very lesbian coded, by the way. I don't know if it's the shirt, his voluptuous bosom. I cannot tell, but something about this guy is giving lesbian.
It's been a great, quiet day as well. Flights are taking off from Abu Dhabi. Flights are taking off from Dubai, which is, I mean, incredible turnaround time, you know, from all the stuff that happened.
So flights are taking off
looks like
again.
we're getting back to normal. I'm sure there'll be some intermittent surprises from our friends across the water, but all in all, this place is so resilient, so professional, so on top of things.
I love that word over there, man. Same with Israel, the most resilient.
It's a shining example to everyone in the West.
It's very easy to be resilient, by the way, when you have like unlimited like political and material support from America to like to help reinforce Israel's like regional hegemony.
They have their shit together.
The real disconnect about Dubai is the people who do not live there cannot imagine how amazing it feels to know that your government cares about you. Your government wants you to be there. Your government wants you to be happy. The government wants you to prosper. The government's not trying to take your money or rape you or ignore everything you say.
Dude, stop. Why would you bring up rape, man? Like, there's like one thing people know about you. It's that you organize like a rape ring. Like, it's just don't use that language. That should be out of your vocab. Even if you're like using it in terms of, even in this context, that's a weird thing to say. like even if it wasn't him, that would be a weird thing to say. Like the government doesn't rape you or whatever. Like I don't think that it should be really used in terms of like government taking taxes. Like that seems a little bit excessive, buddy.
They want you to like the place and they want you to stay. That is why they're giving free hotel rooms to anybody who is stuck there. That is why currently the leader of Dubai is walking around the mall in public.
I assume you're gonna stay then.
A Western leader.
I assume that he's gonna stay there then, right? He's not on a plane right out of there?
Never. He is adored by his people. And the people who do not live in Dubai are confused. Why would you move there? It's the desert, there's bombs. You are living in a state where your government hates you. You cannot imagine how fantastic it feels to live in a state where even in the worst possible scenario, which is World War III and bombings, You know the government's primary concern is you, your happiness, your health, and your well-being. That is a different level.
It's like, dude, have you guys ever just tried being like a white person in South Africa? Like, it's crazy nice out here, man.
Of security, happiness is a different level of contentment that you can't possibly fathom unless you've lived there. Everybody in Dubai understands that drones and bombs are bad things. But unlike every other nation on earth, unlike how you would feel when you're in France or England or anywhere else if something bad happened, you know your government is concerned with your well-being. You know they're taking it ultimately seriously. You know they are.
I mean, I guess to some extent I do care if my government like gives a shit about my well-being, but what I really care about is like not the rhetoric of the government. I care about like, what are you doing for me? And I think that like, I'm sure they're doing a lot for him, because I don't know why they decided for it to be him, but he's like a spokesperson for the UAE. So like, obviously they want him to be nice and happy, but I'm sure that the hundreds of, you know, like slaves that it takes to like maintain whatever house he lives in or whatever, like, it's probably not, the government probably doesn't give them the same amount of say or like the same amount of niceties as they give him.
A very efficient government. You know, they are very diligent, they're smart, they're hardworking, and they want to fix the problem and make you safe. And that is why the people who are not in Dubai cannot understand why the people who are in Dubai are protecting it and defending it so feverishly.
Listen to Top G a little more. Oh, is he done? What's going on?
And also, even living in Dubai,
that's weird.
And also, even living
power
in Dubai
go out right when you say
is
that.
shit as well. They make it seem like it's the best place ever because you don't have to pay much tax. Dubai has some of the worst air quality in the entire world. As someone who's lived in polluted cities, I don't think a lot of Westerners really understand how much that actually affects your mental health and your physical health. But also, you're just ending up in like malls all the time for the air conditioning. You can't go anywhere without air conditioning. You're just getting a cab from your house to a mall. That's actually all you're...
I think I'm done with cab.